Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Natalya. I'm a high school student in an international school. Every day we come together, representatives of 24 countries, to learn about our world. We're all very different. We have different interests, different views, and different ideas. Our heritage, culture, and history may vary, but we all strive for change. We all strive to make the world a better place. As William Wilberforce once said, if to be feelingly alive to the sufferings of our fellow creatures is to be fanatic, I'm one of the most incurable fanatics ever permitted to be at large. So we are also deeply concerned by what is happening to the people on our planet. Every generation has its own legacy, its own great accomplishments. What is it that we will be remembered for? There have been times in history when crucially important decisions have been made. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, we all will have to face the consequences of our actions. Sometimes we fail, but often we make the right choices. Choices that change the world. A great example would be abolition of slavery in the 19th century, which laid the foundation for the fight against racial inequality in the 20th century. The decisions to push against injustices of slavery and racial inequality result in an enriched society. The development of gender equality also diminished injustice, allowing women to make their contributions. Or creation of the United Nations after the end of World War II that gave the world an important institution intended to maintain peace and provide support. Indeed, over the years of its existence, United Nations managed to strengthen peacekeeping measures in the world. The United Nations hold immense value, and there is so much more to be accomplished with its help. In recent years, countless millions of people have unnecessarily fallen victim to natural disasters. This issue is overwhelmingly pressing this year due to disasters in Haiti, Chile, and China. Consider this quote by Justice Learned Hand. "Liberty lies in the hearts of men and women. When it dies there, no constitution, no law, no court can save it. No constitution, no law, no court can even do much to help it." My main purpose is not to make you pass another law, but to change the way we see it in our hearts. With recent climate changes and human influence on the environment, the dangerous natural occurrences become more frequent and more intensive. They hit all countries, developed such as the United States, and struggling like Haiti. People are dying, starving, and it's our mission to help. We have to fight back. But who is the enemy in this case? Who do we fight against? In World War II, we fought Nazism in face of Hitler and his supporters. During the Civil Rights Movement, we fought against prejudice, people wrongly committed to the idea that superiority can be based on skin color. Who is our adversary now? We can't fight nature, although we've been betraying it for centuries by contaminating air, water, and soil. Do we fight against hostile environment by damaging it further? Do we fight poverty that creates shanty towns all around the world and leaves families unable to support themselves? Do we fight desperation which makes people cut out trees from hillsides to build a hut, thus becoming vulnerable to mudslides? No. Our real enemy is indifference. Indifference makes all these things possible. According to statistics on Global Issues website, 80% of the world population lives in poverty. And let us be honest, those 20% of us who do not live in poverty are indifferent. Poverty is not a choice. Earthquakes are most devastating to the poor. Hurricanes are most devastating to the poor. Floods are most devastating to the poor. These people don't have stable houses with the needed protection, no TVs to check the warnings in the news, no knowledge of what to do in dangerous situations. If a warning has been issued in Haiti 2 minutes prior to the earthquake, thousands of lives could be saved. And what do? We don't do anything for prevention. We just clean up the messes. Although organizations worldwide make impressive efforts to help the affected countries to deal with the aftermath, it is far wiser to try and mitigate the disaster in the first place. The fact is, if the same tsunami hit Japan and Philippines, there are 17 people dead in Philippines for each one who dies in Japan. However, we can help. Our strength exists in our unity. Changes for good only happen when people make a mutual effort together. The point is not to put blame on other generations, but to pull together the old and the young to make the change. There is always place for compassion in this world. I want our generation to be remembered for helping struggling people to overcome natural disasters. For this reason, I appeal to you, leaders of your countries, to help those vulnerable in danger. I appeal to you to give support and compassion to those who suffer. I appeal to you to fight indifference with the rest of the world. 2/3 of natural disasters happen because of climatic changes. An increasing number of people falls in danger. It is a fact. Now, the world's elite must undertake a serious step. I ask you to extend the disaster risk reduction funds by allocating 10% of your country's humanitarian budgets in prevention measures. British members of Parliament already adopted this policy. Now, I call the European Union, United Nations, and leaders of all countries of our world to give a hand, not just for a good cause, but a necessary measure. We keep talking about compassion. We keep talking about people who need support. We keep talking about ways we can help. It is time to act. Although they have been asked before, these are important questions. If not now, when? If not us, who? Every time is the right time to help fellow men. I ask of all people to change the way they see, not what they do. Thank you for attention. I truly hope you will make the right choice.